Imagine a civilization so powerful that they believed nothing on earth could ever destroy them. They built towers taller than any in their time and believed they were untouchable. Then one man walked into their city and told them they were about to vanish from history. They laughed at him. Days later, the wind itself came for them. This is not a legend. Archaeologists found their city, stayed to the end, because what was uncovered in the sands of Arabia in the 1990s will change how you see this story forever. Before we go further, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. This channel breaks down the stories of the prophets with the history and evidence behind them, not just a version you already know. Who were the people of AD? After the great flood of Prophet Nuh, his descendants spread across the earth. One branch settled in southern Arabia, between modern-day Yemen and Oman, in a region the Quran calls Al-Aqaf, the sand dunes. They called themselves AD, and within a few generations they became the most powerful nation on earth at that time. The Quran describes them as a people of immense physical strength and unmatched architecture. They built a city with towering pillars, a place so remarkable it would later be called Iram of the Pillars. They had wealth, water, fertile land, and power. Slowly, that power turned into arrogance. The call of Prophet Hud. Allah sent them a man from among their own tribe. His name was Hud. He did not come as an outsider. He was their brother, someone they had grown up with and trusted. He stood before his people and said one simple thing: worship Allah alone. You have no God besides him. He reminded them that everything they had, their strength, their crops, their towering buildings, came from Allah, and none of it would last if they turned away from him. He asked for nothing in return: no money, no power, no followers for himself, just obedience to the one who created them. The rejection. Their response was not curiosity, it was contempt. The leaders of AD mocked Hud and called him a fool and a liar, claiming their gods had cursed him with madness. Hud stayed calm. He told them plainly he was not mad. He was a messenger carrying a warning, and that warning was real. He pointed to the people of Nuh, destroyed for the same arrogance. But AAD believed their strength made them exempt from consequence. They asked him a chilling question: who is more powerful than us? That single sentence would define their downfall. The punishment begins. For years, Hud kept warning them, and the silence that followed only convinced them he was wrong. Then a drought came, crops failed, and instead of turning to Allah, they turned further away. One day they saw a cloud on the horizon and celebrated, thinking rain was arriving to save them. It was not rain. It was a punishment. A violent wind began to blow and did not stop. For 7 nights and 8 days, a roaring windstorm tore through their land without mercy, leaving nothing standing, as if the people had never existed. What was left behind? When the storm ended, the great nation of AD was gone. Their towering city, their wealth, their strength, all of it erased. Only Hud and the small number who believed him survived, because Allah saved them before the punishment arrived. The discovery in the sand. For centuries, the story of Iram was treated as folklore, a myth with no real location. That changed in the early 1990s, when a team led by amateur archaeologist Nicholas Clapp, explorer Noel Fiennes, and archaeologist Juris Zurins used NASA's satellite imagery and ground radar to trace ancient trade routes through the Arabian desert. The routes converged on a site in Shizr, in Dhofar, Oman, where they uncovered an octagonal fortress built over a limestone cavern that once held a water spring. The team believed they had found the legendary city of Ubar, which many associate with the Iram described in the Quran. Mainstream archaeologists remain divided, some calling it a grand metropolis, others a smaller fortified trade outpost. But the discovery proved something important. A sophisticated, forgotten civilization really did thrive under those exact sands, exactly where the story said it would. The lesson that remains. The story of Hud is not really about a sandstorm. It is about what happens when a people mistake their strength for permanence. AAD had everything by human standards, and that abundance blinded them. They forgot the one who gave it to them. Every generation faces the same test in a different form. More comfort, more power, more certainty that nothing can touch us. Hud's story is a reminder that none of it is guaranteed, and the only thing that truly lasts is the one who created it. If this story moved you, like the video, subscribe, and tell me in the comments which prophet story you want covered next. The lesson that remains. The story of Hud is not really about a sandstorm. It is about what happens when a people mistake their strength for permanence. AAD had everything by human standards, and that abundance blinded them. They forgot the one who gave it to them. Every generation faces the same test in a different form. More comfort, more power, more certainty that nothing can touch us. Hud's story is a reminder that none of it is guaranteed, and the only thing that truly lasts is the one who created it.